Welcome back. It's another mentoring session. Back with the mentor. I see this Chad, your mentor. I got some news back. Since I last talked to y'all, I signed up. Yeah, 2 more colleges were added to the pool of colleges that I already told y'all. Those 2 colleges, the universities, was North Dakota State and St. Cloud State University. It also has been 3 different places that are available to me. One in North Dakota, one in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and one in Topeka, Kansas. So, sent the paperwork, just waiting on like a few other things I have to do, and then we'll see from there. Just taking it one day at a time. Still learning, growing, building, working on myself. Those 2 universities that I mentioned, they also have the programs that I'm looking for. Like I say, business and industrial and organizational psychology. Plus, they're also affordable. They have great programs. They also have some of the best programs. So, you want to be the best, you gotta be with the best or beat them. So, I'm being the best. And the best I could be to myself, everybody that follows my lead, doing the best I can, the best way possible. Doing it with integrity. Being as righteous as I can, because I'm not perfect, I just strive for excellence. Sometimes I get discouraged, especially if I'm in a place that don't strive for excellence. Your environment, it does take a toll on you. But if your qualities are hardwired within you, they'll overrule, but it'll be a lot more better if you were in an environment that's conducive to those great qualities that are within you, places that bring out the best in you. Do your best to get in those places. And I say, bring out the best in you, I mean as far as excellence, your character. Don't get around people that's just making a lot of money or doing what you're doing at a high level, but they got horrible character, because you'll end up possibly doing some things that are not a part of your character, or maybe some things about yourself that you don't want to cultivate. So be mindful of what you aim to be and the people around you and the things that they bring out of you. Especially it's like if you're a man, and for instance, if you're in the military and you've been to combat and you've seen some horrific things, you don't want a woman that brings out the negative in you. You want a woman that kind of tames the beast, brings about the positive within you. The best parts of life. And everything's not gonna always be peaceful. You're gonna have arguments and disagreements, tough times and challenging times, but for the most part, she brings out the best in you, and you bring out the best in her, which is why you work on yourself, So you'll be able to bring out the best in those around you. Those that look for your guidance and your leadership. Those that seek your wisdom. And that's what I do. If I see somebody that shows promise, maybe they don't do all the things that I do great, or maybe they have some things about them that are great that I can learn from, and they learn from me, we learn from each other. That brings out the best in us. Because the people that follow you, they need to be inspirations as well. You want to look at the people that's following you and see some great things about them that you can take from and learn from. The best leaders are great followers. And the best leaders and the best teachers, best mentors, they're always learning. They're always being mentored. They have to be ever evolving, ever innovative, ever on top of their game, ever learning, because they'll always be teaching. And they want to be able to create a space where their followers could grow and become kings and queens in their own right. So work on yourself, become better, get better. This is April of 2025. Trump is still pushing forward with the agenda that he told you he would. He's cutting down government spending. I think it's a great thing. Hopefully we'll see cuts in the areas that are wasteful, and hopefully just cut a lot. We've seen some cuts, but it could be many more. We've seen some investment in the country. Hopefully, we've seen 3 mega investments in Louisiana alone. I don't know about y'all states, what states y'all are in, but we've already starting to see the growth. Hopefully, we start doing more manufacturing here, because if you consume more than you produce, eventually you become bigger, you end up poor. You living paycheck to paycheck. Y'all know how it is. You buy a whole bunch of things that you don't need. You're not making enough money to sustain it, which no amount of money is sustainable if you're constantly consuming. So America is the largest consumer nation, which means we buy a whole bunch of stuff that we don't need, but we don't produce as much as we should. Although we produce a lot, we're very innovative. In the areas we innovative in have the least amount of jobs. So unless everybody's planning to get into tech or forming things that are key aspects of our economy, then it's not sustainable. We need more business owners. We need people like you and I own real estate, properties, build businesses, restaurants. Constantly hearing of new restaurants, new menus. You see so many restaurants and you'll think there's enough, but there's always more, and there's always people going to enjoy themselves, especially if you have great service and great food. I think that's the main thing. If you're gonna start a business, have great customer service, have great products, great food. If food is your product, have great food. If things are your product, have great things. Do your best. Like I say, they had a lot of black-owned businesses telling you to shop black-owned, but you go to their restaurant, they have bad service. And it's just unacceptable. I don't just shop black owned. I don't shop with a business because it's black owned. I don't shop with a business because women created it. I shop with a business because it has quality products and services, things that I need. Hopefully, we have some people that'll get that in their head and just execute. Business with great products or services, they always have customers. They're never lacking in customers. They're never lacking in whatever they need. So be the best at what you do. You know, and the same goes for people that work. If you're working, then you're a great worker. There's never a problem where you're worried about your job. If they make cuts and you're a great worker, you're producing, you're great to deal with, then when they start making cuts, you won't be on their list. Even if there's the file for bankruptcy. If you're one of the top people, they'll probably keep you. If they didn't hire you wrongly, of course. There's a lot of people who are hired during times where business is booming, then they misappropriate funds, and all of the middle level management people, a lot of those people have to get fired. Like you see in many companies in some areas in the government, it's a lot of middle level management that are mediocre, that are just, they're not doing bad enough for you to fire them, but they're not doing good enough for you to move the needle. So beware that too. Stagnation kills a nation. So, it's been another mentoring session. I love y'all. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on the schools and the properties, and y'all be the first to know, like I say, besides God and the other parties. So love y'all. Y'all be blessed.